before we end and cut the ribbon, we're going to introduce to you Bill Pezza from Raising the Bar.
Thank you, Ralph. Good evening. I want to, looking at that dock situation and all those boats there, I want to paraphrase the famous line from Jaws. Ralph, I think we're going to need a bigger dock. I know we're not going to get one. 2017 is going to be remembered as a tremendously wonderful landmark year for Bristol Borough. We won the small business revolution. Let me change it. We won it. You won the small business revolution by voting every day and having pride in your town. And one of the things about that, one of the tangible things about that is that the sound system you hear tonight, that goes all the way from the other pier, all the way down to the Harriet Tubman Monument, was provided as one of the prizes for winning that. So we want to showcase our riverfront, and we're going to be playing music down here all the time, and that's thanks to you. We've heard a lot about Tommy Tomlinson and John Galloway. There's another piece of what the Pennsylvania legislature has done for us. Just 2 weeks ago, we were notified that we got a $50,000 facade grant, which is going to allow 10 property owners on Mill Street to renovate their properties with matching grants. If you tried to drive down Mill Street this week, what did you see? Scaffolding, ladders, dumpsters. This place is exploding, and it's because of you, and it's because of the confidence that we're building in our town. Finally, we have this. This is by far, in my view, the biggest project for economic development in Bristol Borough. And there's going to be a ripple effect. We know what we have. We know the prize we have in Bristol Borough. We need to make sure that Bucks County and the Delaware Valley knows it. And they do know it because they helped us win that contest. There were 1 million votes cast and there's only 9,500 people here. So somebody helped, and they helped. But there are 2 people here tonight that I want to recognize and ask them to speak briefly because they're going to help us. And the first is the Executive Director of the Lower Bucks Chamber of Commerce, Amy McKenna. Amy?
Good evening, everyone. It is an absolute honor and pleasure to be here today. Bristol Borough is just amazing. Watching everyone come together to win the deluxe $500,000 marketing grant to do this dock project is amazing to watch. But more importantly, Bristol Borough truly represents what community revitalization is all about. This dock project is going to be bringing tourism, visitors, new businesses, new job opportunities. It is truly the place to live, work, and play. Ironically, yesterday afternoon in the mail, I received this note that was congratulating Bristol Borough on being the best small town in the United States. On the front of the note is a picture of the Jeannie Johnston, the ship that was here in 2003. The author of this note took this photo. She wanted to let everyone here know what an amazing town this is. She's from Ben Salem, and her memories, Rob Lockery talked about memories, her memories of coming here to the movies, to the library. When this ship was in, her family, her friends all piled in a car in order to be able to come and meet the crew, tour the ship, and just see this amazing town. That is such a small indication of what this new dock is going to offer Bristol Borough today. When Bill Pezza and his team from Raising the Bar created the name, it was a very appropriate name because Bristol Borough has raised the bar, not only for Bristol Borough, but for all of Bucks County, and an amazing representation on the United States for a small town and what you have to offer, and I applaud all of you. Congratulations and have a wonderful evening.
I can't tell you enough about how much the Lower Bucks Chamber of Commerce helped us win that contest. The next person we introduce is also very important for our future because she represents Visit Bucks County. Visit Bucks County promotes tourism in Bucks County. And I think what we have on this riverfront is going to be quite a thing to promote. So I want to introduce Lisa Paglaiccetti from Visit Bucks.
Hello, Bristol Borough. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm thrilled to celebrate the opening of your new dock. It's very exciting. As Bill mentioned, I'm with Visit Bucks County. It's our job to tell how great Bucks County is. And we are very excited for the Bristol community to have the ability to once again be a waterfront destination. With its amazing views of the Delaware River, Bristol has so much to offer, from history and culture to arts and entertainment, and my personal favorite, shopping and dining. Visit Bucks County is excited to continue to partner with the borough to help promote its diverse attractions. We know how hard you work for this moment, and we are proud to partner with such an enthusiastic group of individuals who are passionate about where they live. I can't think of a better way to kick off Independence Day weekend. Enjoy welcoming all of your new visitors. We know they are going to love it here as much as we do. Congratulations.
I want to mention that one of the prizes we won by winning the Small Business Revolution contest is that Deluxe Corporation, which specializes in promotion and especially specializes in website development, is creating a state-of-the-art website for us. It's going to be called Visit Bristol. It's going to have links to every restaurant and every retail store in town, every facility like the theater and the museum and the library. It's going to be a very valuable asset. And Visit Bucks is going to have that link on their website, so everybody in the county will be directed to us. I'm going to turn it back to Ralph. I have one thing to add at the end. Ralph?
Okay, I'm trying to wrap this up because I know everybody wants to get out there and see the docks while there's still daylight. So, two quick things. One, the Historical Foundation is working on, in October for Bristol Day, bringing the Gazella ship into Bristol. Our solicitor is working on the contract now to get it signed and to have them here. And the last person I saved at the end, because I consider him a personal friend and somebody that always went beyond the call of duty when we called him, as our congressman, our friend, people he's been there from everything that took place in Bristol Borough. Our former Congressman, Mike Fitzpatrick.
Congratulations, Bristol. Congratulations, friends, and see the beautiful mosaic and the painting behind us that's shining down on us. Welcome, friend, which is the mission of Bristol, and thank you for always living up to that. As I was listening to Amy McKenna tell the story about the Jeannie Johnson and hearing about the Gazella coming, on June 29, 2003, so 14 years ago today, the Irish famine ship was here. There was a lot of buildup and a lot of activity, economic activity that occurred because it was here. My father had told me a story recently that he was meeting with the captain of the ship. His name was Dennis McCartney here at Stops at the time. And McCartney, the captain of the Jeannie Johnson, had been in ports all over the world, was just looking down at the port here in Bristol, at the wharf, in amazement. He'd been all over the world, and he said he never saw a wharf in a town like Bristol. And what you've done here tonight is complete the vision for mariners, for visitors, for people who will come here, whether by water or other way, for your town. And so this really is an amazing thing. I just want to say two things so we can cut this ribbon. This is an amazing public improvement. You heard Rob Lockwood talking about all the projects around Bucks County. Most of them never occur. This is owned lock, stock, and barrel by the people of Bristol. So for you to use it, when you have a boat or not to come down, you will see the significant structure that is literally Bristol's grown into the river. We don't tell the tax man about that, but you got more real estate now for not only folks in Bristol, but individuals, friends, and visitors who will come and leave their bucks in Bristol, go to the great theaters, the great restaurants, the great museums that you have in town, and then come back with a warm feeling that they're coming back, they're wanting to come back again. But the second thing I want to say is I think more important, which is there's something here tonight without which you wouldn't have a dock. And it's not the money. The money was important And there are so many different things that were important. But the thing that Bristol has, that you have, without which wouldn't exist, this dock, is perseverance and persistence. Because when you had the money, you had bureaucrats coming down, you had bid documents coming down, there were people telling you it wasn't going to happen, it's not going to happen, but Bristol wouldn't say no. Bristol never said die. And I got to admit, even a moment or two, Ralph, during the court, I was starting to worry a little bit, but Bristol said that this was going to happen, and that's why it happened, because of the perseverance and persistence of the Borough Council, of your council president, of your mayor, of your manager, of the people of Bristol, of raising the bar. People were going to make sure that this happened, and that's why we're here today. And so for everybody else from out of town, who get the chance to come to Bristol to enjoy everything you have, your culture, your history, your beautiful housing, your beautiful people, and the dock, I want to say thank you for having that perseverance and persistence, for seeing it through. Congratulations. This is a great day. You know what a better day is going to be? Tomorrow and the day after, and the Bristolians yet to be born who will be able to appreciate this because of what you did. Thank you for doing it. God bless you.
I'm going to tell you a real quick story. I don't know if anybody knows Angie, who is our bookkeeper and accountant that works in the borough. I don't want to call her cheap, she's frugal, but she watches every penny that gets spent in Bristol Borough. So our manager seems to be like quiet at times, but today they played a joke on her. He gave her a stack of papers, and inside this stack of papers for the bills to pay is a bill for $35,000. And it was for wetsuits and jet skis. So Jim leaves the office for something, and Angie's going through the papers, and she looks at this bill and immediately starts flipping out saying, "Who ordered jet skis and wetsuits?" She emails Jim, and he said, "Out of the office, I'll talk to you when I get back," which made her more nuts. But the girls in the office today, they played a great joke on her. They were texting me her responses today, which I can't say publicly what she was saying. But when she seen jet skis, I still laughing. Jet skis and wetsuits, it was like hysterical. And I called Jim, he goes, "Just let it go. By the end of the day, she'll calm down." So, the last thing I want to say is, I know Bill wants to come up and say one more thing. There were times when we never thought this would take place. And when we were on the clock saying if we didn't get the balance by this date, we're going to lose the $1.5 million grant from the federal government and the state, that we had to spend money by a certain time. And, you know, our manager, I don't know how much a lot of you know, but we know as council men and women, he's really the backbone of what takes place in this town. He said, "Don't give up." You never gave up on a project. He said, "I know you can pull it off, just keep plugging away, keep plugging away." I said, "We're down to maybe a month. Where are we going to get the money?" And, you know, when Tommy Tomlinson and Galloway came through, but his persistence and his dedication and his hard work kept saying, don't quit, and that's what kept us going. So I talked to council today, and I thought that, you know, we cut a lot of ribbons in this town, we did a lot of dedications in this town, and he always stays in the back, he really doesn't want any limelight, but this council's going to be honored tonight to have our borough manager cut the ribbon to open the new dock.